Hey, if you're looking for a daily routine to help you avoid and overcome erection issues, whether erectile dysfunction or just unreliable erections, then stay tuned because I'm going to give you some information about the type of workouts, the eating, and the techniques that you need to have to incorporate into a daily routine that's going to work for you to make sure you don't have those issues. And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 20 years, I've been the sexual performance coach with African Fly, the liquid aphrodisiac, and basically my job is to help you get your game up, help you get your sexual performance game up. And specifically what we're going to talk about today are some techniques that I've used and I've heard other people using that's going to increase the way that your body just feels overall in terms of health. And specifically, we're going to be talking about HIIT routines, yoga, starting a journal, sleep patterns, when and what to eat, the type of information that you need to incorporate into what you do on the daily basis. And as always, if you like what you hear, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. And as always, what I'm going to do right now is break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. So when it comes to your daily routine, well, this has been a highly requested question that's coming through the comments. Please make sure to hit me up in the comments below. What is a good daily routine? What do? I don't want to get specific into what I do because my body's different from yours. You know, I'm allergic to strawberries. I'm allergic to aspirin, an endomesomorph. That means I can lift a lot of weights relatively easy. So, you know, body types and all that stuff plays a part, but these techniques work for everybody. And the idea here is to turn it into a lifestyle. So take the ideas, the techniques, and start applying them to your life. And the first thing I do in the morning is meditation. So as soon as I wake up, I go into a meditative state. Basically, I'm just focusing on the breath, you know, listening to what's around me, just have the eyes closed, allowing my brain to relax. And then I do what I call intentional meditation is I have, you know, pictures in my head that I've just developed over the years in terms of like where I want to be health-wise and financially. And meditation helps in a lot of great ways because it makes it easier for you to do the things you need to do. So I can give you techniques, but if you're so stressed out that you never use the techniques, then it becomes useless. And even Oprah and Ellen have their staff doing meditation because they recognize the power of it. One of the things I do in the yoga, I switch this off between my HIIT routine and I do yoga. And yoga is great for athletes in terms of putting your body back in balance, especially, you know, for guys who play in ball or if you're lifting weights, you know, you get older, you're feeling those different aches and you like walking out, things aren't working right. It's like you have to do yoga. Yoga is not stretching. Yoga is putting your body back in balance. And if you look at old people, what do they look like? They're stiff and unbalanced. They're falling and things like that. If you're younger, you have more flexibility and you're moving. So yoga puts you back into a younger state in terms of your body because, you know, we work out the big muscles. You know, we want to get the big muscles here, but we don't pay attention to the muscles in here in terms of, you know, the ligaments. And that's where yoga puts the body back in balance. So the ligaments are getting a workout through yoga. There isn't any other workout that I'm aware of that really works your ligaments like yoga does, and it just makes you feel better. If I'm coming off the basketball court and I'm feeling achy, that's the first thing I'm doing because I know if I don't do it, I'm going to feel achy for a long time. So put yoga into your life. And when I'm not doing yoga in the morning, I'm doing a HIIT workout, high intensity interval training. And the most important part of high intensity interval training is the intensity. We got a question in the comments section asking whether a spin class is high intensity interval training. And nah, not really. It's more cardio. It's a up and down cardio. But, you know, when you talk about intensity, you want to get to the point that you're worn out. You know, the idea of high intensity intervals is that, you know, what I do right now is 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, back to 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. And doing rounds like that, I'm doing about 40 rounds of that with a combination of weight and, you know, body weight workouts, sit-ups, things like that. I love it. I love it. It's straight to the point. I can get in, get out. And the thing I do want to say is that steady state cardio isn't bad. I'm not against any exercise, but when it comes to developing testosterone, high intensity interval exercises really do work in terms of increasing your testosterone levels, along with endurance and some other great benefits. Now, here's the other thing, the fun workout. My fun workout is kickboxing. I just like doing that. And one of the things that I suggest for guys is, like, if you're working out, you're going to the gym, pick an activity that you like doing, that you can be competitive at, that you can see the results of. Because if you're just going to the gym, hey, if you're going to the gym and that works for you, fine. Don't mess with that. But, if you want to play basketball, if you want to get out there and do some activity that you can say, hey, look, I'm getting better because I've been going to the gym, because I've been eating better, getting my sleep, doing my meditation. All these things play a role in encouraging you to keep going forward. When do I eat? On a daily, not until 1 o'clock, because I'm doing intermittent fasting. So I don't eat between 7 p.m. and 1 p.m. That just works with my schedule. Whatever 16-hour window works for you, works for you. The great thing about it is that it's clearing out my body. My body is now in healing mode. When you don't have anything in your stomach, your body goes into healing mode. And so you have testosterone levels going up, HGH is going up, and your body is just healing itself every day. So I typically am about at 4 to 5 days a week that I'm doing intermittent fasting. It's just become a part of my lifestyle. If you're just starting out, take your time with it. It's like setting a feeding schedule for a baby. If you've gone through that process, you realize it's not like, well, they want to eat at 3 and tomorrow we just switch that up so they can eat at 7 without them complaining. Well, you're the same way. So you've been used to eating at 7 a.m. It's going to take you a while to get used to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 until you get to your 16-hour window. So keep that in mind as you start this process. One thing that professionals do that you need to do is journaling. And that is writing down, exactly what's going on in terms of what you eat during the day, what exercises you have done. This is so that you can start seeing a pattern of what you're doing, especially when it comes to having sex, because you want to have that in there too, a sex journal, if you will. And that being creepy is just like, hey, well, how was your last performance? Now, if it wasn't good, then you may have noticed, like, oh, that's right, I had something to drink beforehand, and I had some sweets and that messed me up, or I ate a heavy meal and that's the reason why my performance wasn't good. If you're trying to get to a point where your performance is great every time, you have to go through this process. I know it sounds sort of like, wait, why I gotta write this down? Hey, because it works. That's the reason why professional athletes do it. You're a sexual professional athlete. There we go. That's the one thing that maybe your wife pays you for. Who knows? Sleep. New research shows that sleep is highly underrated, especially for athletes. LeBron James sleeps 12 hours a day. That's incredible for as long as he's been in the NBA and as many games as he's played and his age, and to only have like a major injury in I don't know how long, just one time this past year, that's crazy. And that's because he gets 12 hours of sleep. The Venus of Serena, they also do 10 hours of sleep. I believe Federer, tennis star, he does 10 hours of sleep. All of those make sense. Your body now has the time to heal itself. So get more sleep if you can. I understand, different schedules, et cetera, et cetera. Do what you got to do, but get the sleep in. And when it comes to eating, there's a whole lot of confusion. I've taken all the confusion out of my diet. I'm just telling you what I am doing now. Before I was 80% vegan, 20% of the time I would have, meat just because it was there, some chicken and some, I'm out and just can't get to a salad or something like that. Now I've changed it up. I'm now going 80% whole foods, whole plants. I'm talking about fruits, vegetables, things like that, because I've noticed the difference. I talked about it. I did the research and I was like, well, let me just keep on doing this. And my eyesight has gotten better. Was not expecting that. But I wear contacts, but I'm getting older. My eyesight was starting to go. And now I'm eating more fruits and vegetables. My eyesight is coming back. Not just eating carrots. I'm eating a bunch of different things. Like we have the non-nitric oxide fruits and vegetables to eat that we have listed. I'll make sure to link that around here. It's important. That's what I've made the change in my life. I challenge you to do the same thing, to go ahead and incorporate as many fruits and vegetables into your life. It makes a huge difference in your erections and in your overall health. In conclusion, we'll talk about the basics of building your own routine. Make sure to check out the other YouTube channels that, I'll list a couple below that I like looking at, but get some more information about this so you can become an expert in terms of helping with your own health. So let's break it down. Meditation makes your life easier. Yoga makes your body move easier. High intensity interval training gives you endurance and more testosterone for stronger erections. Fruits and vegetables, that's the number one thing. Out of everything I just said, you can scrap all that. and just eat more fruits and vegetables. That's going to change your life incredibly. You actually sleep better. So you don't have to have 12 hours of sleep, but it definitely helps. Fruits and vegetables, go for it. Fun way to be competitive with your new body. That way it'll keep you engaged. Intermittent fasting, of course, that's incredible for increasing your testosterone levels and your HGH. And of course, the bursting and burning of testosterone is what fuels erections. So you want that. Make sure you keep a journal so you can find your patterns. And as far as your sleep is concerned, get as much as possible, especially if you're an athlete. The research is now showing that it makes a lot of sense. And if LeBron James is doing it, well, what the heck? And the question of the day, what can you fit into your daily routine starting today? Can you run out and grab some fruits? Can you get to sleep a little bit earlier? Can you just go ahead right now? Just close your eyes and meditate. Hey, take 5 minutes to go and change your life, make you feel better. So as always, leave comments below, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. As always, this is Uncle B saying, get your game up. Peace out.